It is a challenging task to make a list of the greatest women tennis players of all time. There have been many great women players over the last 50 years of the Open era. And this doesn't even take into consideration the great players from the early 20th century. Changes in the game, lifestyle, nutrition, racket, and technology over the years have made the task more difficult.
Welcome to Better Every Day, your source of information in matters of self-improvement, health, motivation, and self-help. Hello and nice to see you again. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you can be updated of the latest videos which might be of help to your self-improvement.
One of the best ways to compare players is to look at Grand Slam totals. It is a huge indicator because the greatest players compete to win the most important tournaments. After studying the statistical records and the opinions of notable writers, we come up with a list of the top 10 best female tennis players during the Open era of tennis, from 1968 to the present. Are you excited to know them? Here we go! Martina Hingis. Martina Hingis is a Swiss former professional tennis player. She has 13 Grand Slam doubles titles, 7 Grand Slam mixed doubles titles, 5 Grand Slam singles titles, 3 Australian Open, 1 Wimbledon, 1 US Open, and her 2 Tour Finals titles. After turning pro in 1994, Martina Hingis moved on to a fiery start. In 1996, Hingis became the youngest Grand Slam champion of all time, when she teamed with Helena Sokova at Wimbledon to win the women's doubles title at age 15 years and 9 months. Throughout her career, Hingis spent a total of 209 weeks on number 1 spot in the world singles rankings and 90 weeks as number 1 in the doubles rankings. Martina Hingis won a total of 25 major titles. Her singles career was relatively short due to injuries. In 2003, she had her first retirement at 22 years of age. In 2013, Hingis was elected into the International Tennis Hall of Fame and was appointed 2 years later the organization's first ever global ambassador. During her doubles comeback, she won 4 Grand Slam women's doubles tournaments, 6 Grand Slam mixed doubles tournaments, 27 WTA titles, and the silver medal in women's doubles at the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. Martina was able to extend her tennis career by playing mostly doubles and had great success with 3 Grand Slam doubles titles in 2017, her final year in competitive tennis. Hingis retired after the 2017 WTA Finals while ranked world number 1. Justine Henin. Justine Henin was one of the most athletic women to ever play the game. She is a Belgian former professional tennis player. Despite being 5 foot 5 inches tall, she packed a powerful punch and played a complete game that included a powerful serve and a forehand shot that she hit with both power and accuracy. Tennis experts recognized her mental toughness, the completeness and variety of her game, her foot speed and footwork, and her one-handed backhand as the main reasons for her success. Known as one of the best volleyers in the game, Henin was as comfortable at the net as from the baseline. Justine Henin reigns at the WTA singles chart that lasted for 117 weeks. She won 7 Grand Slam singles titles, winning the French Open in 2003, 2005, 2006, and 2007, the US Open in 2003 and 2007, and the Australian Open in 2004. At the Wimbledon, she was the runner-up in 2001 and 2006. She also won a gold medal in the women's singles at the 2004 Olympic Games and won the year-ending WTA Tour Championships in 2006 and 2017. In total, she won 43 WTA singles titles. Henin established her country, Belgium, as one of the leading forces in the world of tennis. She retired abruptly in 2008, citing burnout from over 20 years of competitive tennis. A brief comeback in 2010 was short-lived. She retired from professional tennis on January 2011 due to a chronic elbow injury. In June 2011, she was named one of the 30 legends of the women's tennis, past, present, and future by Time. Yvonne Gulgong. Gulgong was the epitome of grace and beauty on the court. The Australian retired professional tennis player seemed to float across the court and get surprising power into her shots. She played during the Martina Navratilova Chris Evert Allen of the Year in 1971. She was appointed as a member of the Order of the British Empire in 1972 and as an officer of the Order of Australia in 1982. Yvonne achieved 7 Grand Slam singles titles, 4 at the Australian Open, 2 at Wimbledon, and 1 at the French Open, 6 in the women's doubles, and 1 in mixed doubles. She won a total of 14 Grand Slam tournament titles. Yvonne Gulgong represented Australia in the 3 Fed Cup competitions, winning the title in 1971, 1973, and 1974, and was Fed Cup captain for 3 consecutive years. She won Wimbledon in 1980 after giving birth to her daughter in 1977. The only Grand Slam title to elude her was the US Open, where she reached the finals in 4 consecutive years, 1973 to 1976. After retiring from professional tennis in 1983, Gulgong played in senior invitational competitions, endorsed a variety of products, worked as a touring professional, and held sports-related leadership roles. Venus Williams. Venus Williams has been ranked world number 1 by the Women's Tennis Association for a total of 19 weeks, 11 in singles and 8 in doubles. She turned pro in 1994 and has won 7 Grand Slam singles, 5 Wimbledons, and 2 US Opens. She first reached the number 1 ranking in singles on February 25, 2002, becoming the first African-American woman to do so in the Open era, and the second all-time since Althea Gibson. On June 7, 2010, she became the world number 1 in doubles for the first time alongside Serena, after the pair won their 4th consecutive Grand Slam doubles crown. Williams has won 4 Olympic gold medals, 1 in singles and 3 in women's doubles with her sister, along with a silver medal in mixed doubles, tying her with Kathleen McCain-Godfrey for the most Olympic medals won by a male or female tennis player in history. She has reached 16 Grand Slam finals, most recently at Wimbledon in 2017, along with her 22 WTA doubles titles and 2 mixed doubles titles. Venus' combined total of 73 WTA titles is also second among active players behind Serena. Venus would have had enough Grand Slam titles to her name if she didn't have a showdown with her sister
Billie
Serena King. The Williams sisters have gone head-to-head in a Grand Slam final for 8 times, with Serena winning 6 of those matches. Venus, now 40, has battled through injuries and has to deal with an energy-sapping condition known as Sjogren's syndrome. Who can remember the battle of sexes between Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs in 1973? At age 29, King defeated the 55-year-old former Wimbledon men's champion Bobby Riggs in the said tennis match, which attracted about 50 million viewers. Riggs had repeatedly disparaged female tennis players and boasted that even at age 55, he could beat King. Instead, King beat Riggs in straight sets to earn a $100,000 payday. Her hard-changing aggressive style of play was in sharp contrast to the stately ground game of Chris Evert, who came along in 1972 to challenge King as the queen of women's tennis. Nevertheless, King owned Wimbledon from 1966 to 1975, when she won titles 6 times. King was a phenomenal tennis player. She won 39 Grand Slam singles events, 1 Australian Open, 1 French Opens, 6 Wimbledon, and 4 US Opens. She also won the Fed Cup multiple times as captain of the US contingent. The former world number 1 has 129 titles to her name. She retired from the competitive play in doubles in March 1990. King was the founder of the Women's Tennis Association and the Women's Sports Foundation. Regarded by many in the sport as one of the greatest women's tennis players of all time, King was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame and into the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1987 and 1990 respectively. She was the first female athlete to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2006, the USTA National Tennis Center in New York City was renamed the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. The Fed Cup Award of Excellence was bestowed on her in 2010. What do you think of the first list of the greatest women's tennis player? Have you watched any of their games? Put your thoughts in the comment section below. We want to know them. That's it for today's video. Tune in for part 2.
Please like and share. Goodbye!